Namaste. My name is Nick. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be taking you through a mobility class focused on opening up the body for a forearm stand. We'll be focusing mostly on the shoulders and the hamstrings, and you'll want 2 blocks or similarly sized objects for this class. Once you have those objects, meet me in a seated position and grab onto one of your blocks. Take the block straight out in front of you, and then with your palms, lightly crush the block. Now we'll work through the shoulder blades here a few times. Start off by protracting the shoulders, meaning draw your arms forward so the shoulder blades spread, and then pull the arms back towards you so that the shoulder blades move towards one another. Do that again, push forward, and then pull backwards. One more time, push forward, and draw backwards. Find the middle. Draw your shoulder blades down, keep crushing the block, and then elevate the shoulder blades up. Shoulder blades down, and shoulder blades up. One more time, shoulder blades down, shoulder blades up. Find the middle, and now we'll circle, push forward, elevate up, pull back, draw down, go forward, up, back, down. One more time, forward, up, back, down, forward. Now stay down, go back, up, forward, down. 2 more. Back, up, forward, down. Last one. Back, up, forward, down. Now stay forward, go up, and as you take the block up, lift the shoulder blades up, and then go back down. We'll go for 3 of these. Lift up, continue to squeeze the block, send the block back behind you. Lower down. 1 more, lift up, try to keep your bottom ribs pulled in. And then stay here, bend the elbows and straighten. Bend, straighten. 1 more time, bend, and this time grab onto the block, push the block behind your head, and then drive the head back into the block, opening up. And then round in, use the block to send your chin down into your chest. Think like a cat and cow. Inhale, open up, press the head back, lift, and then round in as you exhale. 1 more, open up, and close off. Come back to center, release the block off to the side, move the arms around a little bit, and then make your way up to hands and knees. As you find hands and knees, walk the hands a giant step forward, coming into puppy pose. And then in puppy pose, we're going to do some bouncing. So send your chest down and lift back up. We'll go for about 20 seconds of this. While you're doing this, everyone focus on keeping the hands pressing down into the floor so the forearms are lifted. And now I want you to keep going, but tuck your tailbone and keep the tailbone tucked so it finds you a little bit more pressure in the shoulders. Push the toes down and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up a touch. Walk the hands to the front left corner of your mat. Still like you're in down dog, push into your hands. Lean to the right. Drop your right ear onto your right bicep. And then send your hips back, taking a few breaths into right lat. Let's say 3, 2, 1. Come up. Walk the hands through center. And then hands to the front right corner of your mat. Push through the hands. Lean to the left. Again, you can rest the left ear on the bicep and then send your hips back. A couple breaths into left side lat. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Grab a hold of your blocks, put them at their highest setting. A little bit out in front of you. And then for this one, you're going to want to take your elbows onto the blocks. Take your hands together, and then I'm going to walk my knees back until my armpits can drop down to the same level as my elbows. And now here, just like we did before in the puppy pose, tuck the tailbone around the spine, push the elbows down, and then relax that so your rib cage falls and your tailbone lifts. And go for 10 of these. Round in and lower. 2, round in, lower. 3, 4, 5, 6. The whole time apply pressure. down through the tips of your elbows, and then each time that you round up, contract your abdominals. That's 8, 9, 10, and then relax. Hang out here in the stretch for about 15 seconds. Relax your neck, lengthen your breath. And you can get out of this any way that feels comfortable. I'm going to lift my head up, walk the knees in a bit closer, and then come off of the blocks. Interlace the hands behind your back just for a quick counter stretch. Reach the knuckles down, send the arms back. Deep breath in and out. And then release. From here, make your way into a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees up. Once you find your down dog, though, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Push your right toes down into the floor. And as you do that, try to drag the right foot backwards. Reach down into your right hand, lift the right hip up a little higher. And then change sides, bend your left knee, press the left toes down. Try to drag the left foot backwards on the yoga mat. Lift the left hip a little higher. And then rebend your left knee, take the left toes to the back of the right heel, push down, use a little bit of extra pressure there. And then rise up onto your toes. Use the left foot to push back down. We'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the right heel down. Raise the left leg up towards the ceiling. Lower it back down. 5 of those. Lift. Lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left toes down. Take your right toes in the back of the heel. Press the heel down. I know the shoulders are cooking. Let them cook. Lift up onto the toes and lower. 5. Use the right foot to push down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the right leg up and lower it back down to the floor. 1. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Take the right foot. Let's step it forward to the front of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Extend the right leg straight out in front of you. I'm going to grab onto my blocks for this. Flex the right foot, and then roll the right toes to the right and to the left. Go for about 10 seconds like this. And then pause in the middle and fold down the middle. 3 deep breaths. And then exit out of that. Take your right leg back, left leg forward, half splits. Flex the left foot, roll the leg side to side a few times. And pause in the middle and fold down the middle. Sitting bones send back, chest and rib cage forward. Easy breaths. Okay, and then rise up, take the left knee down onto the floor. Move your blocks out of the way. Well, let's actually do this, take one block. Like we did earlier in the very beginning, you're gonna put the block in between your hands, press the block, or press the hands into the block, lift your knees up off the floor. You can even put your thumbs down on top of the block, but with your hands, try to crush the block. Work into our first dolphin. With your hands pressed down and forward, with your hips reach up, and then relax the neck. Stay here for 30 seconds. Keep reaching your arms down into the floor, so the whole time you feel like you're lifting out of your shoulders. And then release the knees down to the floor. Shake out the arms for a second, even roll the shoulders a bit if you like. So now we're going to do just a few more rounds of dolphin pose with some additional variations thrown in there. We're not necessarily working to balance in these next variations, especially the last one, but we're just working to kind of get used to the first stages of going into a forearm stand, which is the moment from 2 feet being on the floor to 1 foot and then eventually no feet. But again, not working on balancing. And I'd really ideally work against the wall with some of this stuff. So this is, again, more of just like a mobility and a bit of strength rather than an actual trying to balance in the pose video. Okay, so come down onto your forearms with the hands flat on the floor this time. Rise up onto your toes and then lower your knees down to hover and press back up. We'll do that 5 times, lower to hover. Press back up, keep your gaze in between your elbows. 3, 4, 5. Now stay high on the toes, float your right leg up. Get the right leg as high as you can and then lower the left heel back down. Let's go for 5 of these lifts. Lower, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then keep the left heel down, drive the right leg up 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then change sides. Come up high onto the right toes, raise the left leg up, lower the right heel down, and then lift back up. Try to keep the left leg as high as you can the whole time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heel down and then drive the leg up 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Feet to the floor. Knees to the floor. Again, shake out the shoulders for a moment. We are going to stretch out a little bit once we're done with all this. We're really hitting the front of the shoulders pretty heavy. Now for this next one, same idea as before. Both knees are lowering down to hover and lifting back up. That first exercise, working with that again. But this time we're going to add in like 1 leg at a time with the option for a little hop. So I'll show 1 repetition first. From a single leg dolphin pose, I'm going to bend both of my knees down towards the floor and then extend and straighten my legs, take a little hop and lower back down into this low chambered position. You can do this without ever taking both of your feet off the floor. And if it feels a little bit unstable, maybe the shoulder strength is not there yet, so continue to work with either 2 feet on the floor doing the lift and lowers of the knees, or alternatively, work with the legs up and not bending and straightening the knees, okay? So your choice. I would even encourage that if this is all tough for you and new for you, come back to this video, practice it a bit to build some of that stamina in the shoulders. Lower the elbows down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, raise the right leg up. Bend both knees in, and then take the legs up. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, gaze in between the elbows the whole time. 5, 4, 3, it's okay if you're hopping a little bit quicker than me. 2, and 1, release. Take a quick break, maybe even interlace again. Going into our last round of dolphins here, so do with it what you can. Also, another thing, mobilizing your hamstrings will make the splitting of the legs much easier. So that's another thing that you could additionally work on, is getting the hamstrings a bit more mobile into long positions like this. Elbows down, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Let's go left leg up, knees chamber in, and then open up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The whole time, try and be very quiet in your landings. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Release. Lower down onto your stomach from here. Oh, shoulders are cooking. That's a good thing. Feel free to use your block for this. Right arm is going to go out to the right. Keep it at a cactus shape. I'm just going to slide my mic over a bit. Roll over onto your right side. Reach the left foot back behind you. And then take 5 deep breaths into the front of the right shoulder. Slow your exhales down. Encourage your body to relax. And then back through center. Left arm out to the left. Roll over onto your left side. The right foot find the floor behind you. Again, I'm pillowing my head just so that the neck is more supported. 5 breaths, breathing into sensation. And lower back to your stomach. Slide the hands underneath you, press up to a tabletop. And then just for a moment, sit back towards your heels. Work the hands back behind you. Bridge the hips up off the floor, coming into a low camel variation. And then release, drop your hips over to the left. Let's end with a twist. Cross the right foot over the left knee. Grab your knee with your left elbow and then turn to the right. If the right hip is having a hard time getting down to the floor, straighten the left leg. Nice, and then change sides. And then release. Okay, so that's going to do it for our video. Keep in mind that this is in no means a complete and exhaustive list of preparations to get you into a forearm stand. Just a quick little video to get you moving in that direction. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked this class, let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to make more like that. If you'd like to see maybe a progressions list up against the wall, I can do a video on that as well. Until next time, be well and be receptive. Thank you again. Namaste.